In this video, I'm going to go over 119 Winter Street, Lawrence, where people walk around naked and you have to take a shit and a poop at the age of 19, 20 in front of strangers. So this is a shelter in Lawrence, but it only holds 26 people. So to keep it from overflowing, or they have a 30-day in, 60-day out. You can spend 30 days there. It starts on your first day if you're in there or not. After your 30 days are up, you got to be out for 90. That's not the only bullshit thing. Now they have one restroom with two toilets, three showers, a changing bench, and two or three sinks. So the two toilets are side by side each other, no stalls, just toilet paper in the middle of two toilets. You share the toilet paper in the middle of the two toilets too. And they're open in the room. This is an open floor plan. It's like a studio. There's no curtains on the shower, but they are inlet. So they do have in walls, but there's nothing blocking the people at the sink from seeing you in the shower. And there's no blocking the people in the shower from seeing you on the toilet. And the changing bench is right across from the toilet. So when people are getting ready to take a shower or walking around naked in there or doing their drugs in there or whatever, because in Lawrence this is not the best shelter, if you have to use the bathroom, you have to get your pants down, take your poop in front of lots of people. And they're always walking around naked, and you have to take a shower. There's nothing that you can do about that. It's cold water. Everybody's naked. You have to get naked. There's people on the toilet watching you get ready for a shower. There's people at the sink brushing their teeth. And there's a guy changing to take the shower next to you who's also naked. I didn't think that this was legal. When I first went into 119 Winter Street, Lawrence, Massachusetts, that shelter, I had no idea that it was legal to have that many people in one restroom naked all together with sex offenders. Now they said that they don't really like sex offenders or they don't allow them to be there, but there was two of them registered in there. And there was lots of weirdos trying to hit on the 19-year-old kid. Not me, because I came from Lowell and I also had a couple people that wouldn't put up with that shit. I had this big Asian guy who used to give me a ride. He was a good guy to hang out with. An old guy who liked me and never could figure out why a young kid like me, used to hang out with old people. And there was another old person, and somebody fucked with me. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially the old guy. He brought a baseball bat or a big piece of wood to beat some young kid who ripped him off one time. These people are nuts. When it comes to the shelter, you don't fuck around. There is no suing anybody. You don't call the police. No, you leave the shelter in the morning and you're getting a baseball bat and having your legs broken. But that's only if the person knows you did it. If there's a little question, like, so you think somebody stole your phone, you don't get to do that. If you break somebody's legs because you think that you stole their phone, then you get your legs broken too. You gotta actually be there and handle it yourself. Like if somebody decides to try to have sex with you while you're in the shower and you tell them no and they're trying to force you, then you break their fucking legs and chop off their testicles or something because you were there and you make sure to handle it. And if you have friends, they just stand back and set things up and make sure that things go the right way. But you need to make sure that you're not like my mother and father making up fantasies because, oh yeah, you will get killed. If you make up a story about somebody else in the shelter, like these rumors that go around, a lot of people get beatings for made up rumors. You got to be factual. You got to know the person. Also, if you commit the same crime over and over and over and over and over, eventually you will get beatings for stuff you didn't do. But you have to actually be there like proof, like five people seeing you do it. See, my mother and father, they were willing to take my swimming medal I won in the orphanage and just come up with fantasies. It wasn't like they saw me write on this medal. It wasn't like they saw some other kid win this medal. It wasn't, no. They just went along with fantasies. Plus, I was a child. These are 40-year-old grown men. Like if you stole somebody's child's swimming medal from them and you got caught in the shelter doing that based upon a fantasy, you oh yeah, you're getting a beating. You stole a 7-year old's swimming medal, Yeah, but I thought he stole it. And what made you think that? Well, because it had his old last name in it and I never saw him win it. That doesn't mean shit. Shit like that happens every day. You need to give that medal back to that little kid. No, I'm keeping it. No, you're going to keep a 7-year-old orphan's swimming medal. Really? Bobby, come on over here. Yep. Shannon, come on over here. Shannon, stay cool. Yeah, I know. So yeah, just talk to yourself in the corner, Shannon. We'll call on you later. I want you to return the 7-year-old's accomplishment now. That's the type of situation that you get in these shelters. You don't just assume. There has to be like, hey, Bobby, did you see it happen? Yeah, I saw him try to rape him. Yeah, did you hear it from the other shower? Yep, I heard it too. Zach, were you there when it happened? Yeah, I was in the shower when he tried to rape me. Oh, yeah, okay. So we got 3 people who saw it? Yep. I was coming in when I oversaw it too. Oh, so 4 people saw it. Okay, so you all actually saw it happen. It isn't like a rumor. No, we all know it absolutely happened in front of us. Okay, we're going to handle this. But see, some people try to get back at other people. Like there was a Gabby that was a lot like my mother. This Gabby liked to make up stories to hurt her boyfriend. Think of her boyfriend like me and Gabby as my mother. There was a time where Gabby was trying to set up her boyfriend in a field with the police for a crime he didn't commit. Why? Because she wanted to get back at him and wanted to cover her own shit. Yes. Her boyfriend was done with her, telling her off. Your shit's too much. You're cheating on me. You're hooking. You're stealing from me. I don't want this. So then she went out and tried to make a cover story with the police to get him in trouble. This type of shit is why Gabby was pushed out of town. Gabby is not allowed downtown in Lowell. If she's seen downtown by any of the women prostitutes, she gets an instant beating. Why? She snitched too many times. She made up too many fantasies. Too many people got hurt believing her fantasies. She told too many stories about too many people. So now she's not allowed downtown Lowell. She has to stay on the outskirts or in Lawrence or in Haverhill. She is not allowed downtown. If anybody sees her, she gets a beating. But if anybody sees her at the Target near Chelmsford, she's okay. They all know she's there. She's allowed to stay on the outskirts. But if she comes to the main areas where people hustle, she gets pushed out because she made up too many fantasies and lies. If you handle something and you're going to have people help you, you better have a group of people who saw it across the street or something. And this is the problem with my mother and father. They assume. My mother would have been pushed out of the homeless community or killed. Absolutely. If my mother checked herself into a shelter, she wouldn't survive a week on those streets. Literally